What is the deal? It's the Real Game No Gimmick podcast. I am your host, LBC. We back with my guy, PG the Hustler, host of the Talking Shit podcast.
What's happening? What's happening?
We got Jazzy B, host of the Ladies Night podcast.
Hello, hello.
How y'all feeling?
Slow motion,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, chilling.
That's what's up. So to start the show off, we're gonna we gotta touch on what we just talked about a second ago though. So Yellow Beezy got
Oh
a
yeah.
bond reduction, 750,000, and he made
Mhm.
bond, so he out right now. So that's just a little update on that story. You feel me? Rest in
Capital murder though.
facts. Rest in peace to Mo3. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy to see Yellow Beezy out, and I'm not taking no sides when I say that. I'm just happy to see a young black man back. I mean, ain't nothing good about the situation, but I mean, we unbiased, but I'm just, happy to see a young man now.
Facts. I mean, I don't never want to see nobody in jail, but I mean, hey,
Yeah, and,
it,
and of course, we
it
was,
come to it come to the point where you know we all got to take accountability and responsibility too. You know what I mean? So and that's why like a lot of times on some of this street shit when these niggas get into it and I really all I can speak to is you know the root and not the situation because like it should be wild. You know what I'm saying? As far as the situation and like the shit they be on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the shit that like what would make you even do that? What would make you even like man, we discussed it on the last show, but like for you to do this to your own black man, to your fellow, to another brother, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
I know we don't think like that because we older. You did, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, man. It's crazy.
no, it's facts, and
Yeah, like it'd be
they
hard to
say,
talk about this shit.
they say Yellow Beach's grandmother testified, and her what she said on stand had a lot to had a big part of him getting
The indictment. Huh?
his reduction, the induction,
Oh,
reduction in
okay.
jail. She got him
Okay.
out basically.
But okay.
You know what I mean? They
Well,
was
we gotta see what's going on. We gotta see the end result too. Like you said, we
fact,
unbiased. We
fact,
unbiased.
unbiased. All right, man, we're gonna get this doggone show on the road, man. We calling this one never should have paid it because we're gonna talk about that Marvin Sapp situation. You feel
Never should have paid it.
never should have paid it.
He ignorant as hell for that title.
Man,
Hey, yeah, did
When
you
I
see him
say
come
I
out on
was
the?
crying, when I say I was crying when he wrote that, I was crying. Okay, I
Yeah,
could not stop laughing, man. When I say I couldn't stop laughing, Brody.
yeah. That shit is hilarious, man.
hey, but before we get into it, man, we gonna introduce my guy HB, man. HB been trying to get on here for a second. We just our schedule's been messed, not linking up right. My guy
For
HB,
sure.
feel me? HB,
For
what's the deal, my guy?
How
How you
y'all
feeling?
feeling? Good, good.
Oh
Glad to be in the
man,
building. How y'all doing?
chilling. Glad to have you. Glad to have you.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
and
I'm
HB got
sad
some
I
shit in
was
the works.
my bad. I was supposed to be on that last episode and I really wanted to be on it. And I watched it and I was like, ugh. I had a lot to say.
Well, go ahead and say it
Well,
right
yeah,
now.
we'll go get to it.
I
We got it.
mean,
We here.
it's it's kind of over with now. Y'all really said it, you know what I'm saying?
You talking about the Yellow
But
BZ
like,
situation?
yeah,
Go
cause
ahead.
Oh yeah, speak on
like
that.
I'm a Mo3 fan. And
Right.
like while it was going down, I was into it. I was watching everything you was explaining, like that you did your research and how they was going back to back. I
Mm-hmm.
was right there while they was doing it. You know what
Ooh.
I'm saying? So
It's
It was
sad.
just
So with you being right there, then give your take on how it was going on real time, like how you
just
felt real time when it was going on, like.
I just felt it was crazy. Cause the nigga was rapping about everything he was doing in real time.
Fact.
He was like everything, he was just saying it. And they was throwing little shots on the other side. They was really going like body for body. Like Mo 3 was really terrorizing them.
Wow. So he was
Like,
that's what caused the friction. That's what made him get so fucking mad then.
well, what made him get mad, all right, so he shot Yellow Beezy.
Like Shotty.
So yeah, shot him when
Yeah.
Yellow Beezy got shot in his
We got hit
arm. He
like
was
3
doing
That was Mo
interviews
3
and
that
all
did
that.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And rapped about it.
and was rapped about it. You
I'm
know,
so glad you brought this up.
yeah,
Let's go.
like the
Bro.
streets knew what was going on while it was going. It was just a live show. So basically, okay, so he shot Yellow Beezy.
Uh-huh.
So after that, they had a show together. And Yellow Beezy went to the promoters and them like, I don't want him to be here. Like, and at the time, Yellow Beezy is a bigger, you know what I'm saying, artist. So they like, Mo3, you like gotta go. And he telling them like it ain't no smoke, but he didn't shot this man. Yellow Beezy is terrified. So Mo3 ended up going to jail, you know what I'm saying, that night. So there was a lot going
Mm.
on. They doing the interviews over it. So the guy that was driving the car when Mo3 shot Yellow Beezy was Bubba. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? His Mo3's little homie. So they killed Bubba. And that's what really turned him on that and got him on there. Like, but
So Bubba was driving.
yeah, Bubba was driving while Mo3 shot him. They came back and killed Bubba. Then Mo3 just turned up. But it's all in the music. You would have to listen to the music. Mo3 came back
Chronologically.
and shot 2 of their partners. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Then he shot Trap Boy Freddy. So y'all hit the Trap Boy Freddy.
I remember when Trap Boy Freddy got shot. Yeah.
Yeah, but he
And
tried
he
to
was
say
trying
he
to say he
got
got
in
in
the
a car
car
accident.
accident, and then
Right,
Right.
Mo3
right.
made the video like, nah, you know what happened. So like they was really
He basically,
terrified. He
yeah.
was really like when he was rapping like they scared to come outside.
He
He
was for
was
real.
yes, and they don't, you know what I'm saying?
They ain't
So
like that shit, huh?
like even in interviews, they
HB a
was
fan.
asking Mo3 like, how do you feel when you hear rumors like there's money on your head? You know what I'm saying? So like
Right.
everybody knew for interviewers to even ask them, you know, the streets know it's in the music. Give me 1 second, baby. Okay, baby, just go in there for a second till they're done. But yeah, I just like the streets knew for so long. I was surprised that it just now popped up. I didn't even think it was gonna pop up,
So
but I
so
knew.
I'm glad you bringing this because as I listened to it and
Give
seen a
me a
little bit, but
second,
I
baby.
didn't know as deep
Go
as
ahead, go
this.
ahead, go ahead.
You explaining like you bringing a whole new light to this shit.
Yeah, yeah, it was a lot going on. Like it was a whole storyline, interviews
Now,
at the time.
my fault. Now the thing is, the reason why I wasn't giving all them details is like I was saying, like I'm not trying to I wasn't even trying to come at it from this what happened, because a lot of bullshit happened. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's a
Yeah,
lot of bullshit.
a lot of
But the way he
There was a
just
lot
but
of
the
back
way
and forth.
HB just explained it is like for me, because remember, like I was asking you
but
last time, like for me, that this like clarifies a lot of shit and makes me want to dig more deeper into it because I like these songs, but like what you saying, like a lot of times we already know that music, you know, your music come from soul. And we was just talking last week about how soulful Mo 3 was.
Yeah.
And them fucking songs are fucking hits. Like these songs are hot as fuck. Like, so you mean to tell me this shit was really, really, really going on? The nigga was saying was really taking place. Like the niggas was really scared to come outside because he out here.
Yeah, yeah, but it didn't start like that. It was some small stuff, and
It
it
bubbled, huh?
snowballed.
Well,
By the
it was around
time
Okay.
I got hit and I got the peeping seeing what's going on, it was already there. Like, but I went back to see what was happening, and then this was like maybe 3 months before Mo 3 got killed, and then he got killed. But when Roy Lee came into the picture, that was his partner,
Right.
and I think they was cool, but I think he used that to fuel him up. You know what I'm saying? Because they was cool, but they weren't like day ones. They weren't like A1s. They got cool. They explained their relationship. But after Roy Lee died, that's when Mo 3 turned up. You know what I'm saying? Got shot in his leg. He was out the hospital and everything. Had complications with it and he passed away.
Mm. Yeah, that shit wild.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But I my bad, I ain't mean to get into
No, hell no.
like,
That
but
bro,
I know
we
he
needed
wasn't
that.
like Mo 3 was so cold. I just like when I heard him and I just got to go and listen to songs, I'm like, damn, he is the devil, but this shit is hard as hell.
You said Mo you said Mo 3 was the you said Mo 3 was the devil.
Man, because he really, but he talented. I went back, listened to his first music. Like he really a talented artist. He cold with the
Right,
singing, the rapping, mixing it. If you go, he a good storyteller too. He got some stories where he tell the stories like he really
right.
was cold, and I had got hooked on him. Like, damn, this nigga hard. Then all this stuff started coming, but
Damn. So who you think so the main aggressor in your opinion from watching everything fully, who you think that is?
It was even.
Y'all think it was even?
I do. I don't know about HB,
uh,
but I do. It was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I ain't no fan. I'm a fan of both. You know what I'm saying? I ain't biased at all. I think it was back and forth for me. They both was come talk. Yellow Beezy wasn't even doing no songs about the shit though.
He wasn't.
Not doing
no,
no
he
songs about it.
was, he
Oh,
was, he
okay.
was,
Well, see, I
he
wasn't here. I ain't hear
he was
none.
sending shots like
And
So
I
the
was
was it
song he
like
did
sneak?
with Wayne.
I was looking for him too.
Yep, he
What
did a
song?
song with Wayne. He sent
Uh-huh.
shots. He did a song with Chris Brown. And he sent shots.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
them big artists
Uh,
too. You know that's gonna make some money. That track
yeah,
gonna
like,
make money.
but Mo
That was
3 was just
strategical.
coming. Mo 3 was just coming so hard. If you're not really from down there and be knowing on both sides, you probably wouldn't even
Wouldn't have heard
peep.
it, huh?
Like, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And I know how
It
that
was,
is because I spent time in San Antonio, Texas, and Texas is its own. It's like New York when it comes to music. It's an island. You know, you listen, and I only say that, and I don't mean that no disrespect to nobody in Texas or no Texas artists. I only say that because it's an island to the fact that people like Lil Kiki and shit like that can go platinum and be legends, and nobody in New York
Never heard
even
that.
heard of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody in Shreveport, Louisiana know who Lil Kiki is. You know what I'm saying? Or nobody, well, maybe Louisiana know, but nobody in fucking Wyoming know who the fuck Lil Kiki is. But the nigga is a legend. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean about Texas. And I noticed that because in Texas, Texas is like New York too. It's a lot of shit that niggas spit on wax. And like LA, also, a lot of shit niggas spit on wax that you gotta be tapped into the culture to understand and know what they talking about or speaking on. But these niggas, a lot of these niggas communicate through this music. And a lot of these niggas be snitching on themselves and all kind of motherfucking shit through this shit, man. Like, and it's crazy.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you, man, like the Mo 3 was so fucking dope. But he was sent, bro, he was putting every single thing that was happening in the fucking music, bro. It was like a movie. Like, you know how,
Wow.
remember how MC8 made this straight up minute song and it was just
Yeah,
like the Menace Society movie?
yeah, yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
Mo 3 is like on the real, like if he didn't get killed, bro, the feds could have put a case on him at any time because he's saying what happened. The nigga, he's saying they hit Yellow Beezy on the towpath. He said this shit. The nigga, man, bro, listen, he put
Shot
all
up
like
that
he wasn't
Sprinter
even
van.
fucking. He wasn't talking about
But
hitting the
damn,
sprinter. Man, listen, he wasn't even fucking nigga. All you gotta do is listen to the shit. You would know everything that fucking happened, bro. He put all that shit in the fucking music. I just wish they could have did something more productive, bro. I wish they could have
yeah,
fucking linked up
I'm with you.
because they're not because these niggas would be thriving right now and not in jail and not dead.
Yeah,
Talented
But
ass niggas,
because I
talented artists,
think the
bro.
thing came through say capital murder on this nigga. That mean
Talent,
the Fed. That mean either somebody tell it because the Feds got enough to put that on you to go ahead and charge.
the
That
shooter
means
selling,
somebody tell it.
the shooter selling on Yellow Beezy.
yeah, the dude who they saying was the shooter
Like
It's tell.
supposed to be
alleged,
testifying.
yeah,
Yeah,
alleged
he
shooter.
But
testified.
they
So,
but they saying dude short as hell and the dude in the video was tall. He was
uh,
tall.
The nigga that was running
So
the shit that ran him down.
that's
I
what they
get it.
saying. So
I get it, but that ain't gonna hold up because
yeah.
that ain't gonna hold up. That ain't solid enough.
Well, Yellow. The thing is, Yellow Beezy ain't pulled the trigger. He just, I mean, I ain't gonna say just, but he paid the money allegedly.
Right,
He
but
paid the money.
capital murder is commissioning somebody to do the crime. Is
Okay,
actually is paying for somebody to do a crime on your behalf, pretty much.
Well, they saying like a due to lack of evidence, that's why they lowered this bond. So
That's
they
why they
must
lowered
ain't
the
fact,
bond.
got no
fact,
strong
fact.
ass evidence or
It's just he say
This
she said
is this is
hearsay
nuts.
right here.
This is fucking nuts.
and they say he got a good lawyer. His lawyer got some
Fact.
credentials. He didn't
Hey, he
won
might.
shit years in a row. They say he like the top dog. So
Wow.
I'm just
All right,
wondering
y'all,
if they gonna
And y'all
snatch
know what?
anybody else up because the word was they put in on it. A few dudes put in on it.
on the hit.
I got you.
On
I
it,
got you.
yeah.
I got you. Oh yeah.
So we waiting to see what's
Yeah,
come next.
All right, y'all. We go. HB, good looking on that, bro. Good
hell yeah, bro. Hell
on the
yeah.
real. I did. I could have said some of that. I really wasn't trying to like. I didn't want to glorize the shit that was happening. I ain't even want to. I don't know, man.
No, we
But yeah,
get it.
good looking,
We get it.
HB.
Yeah.
Good looking.
Cause he delivered it perfect. He ain't glorified. He just stated what was good. He just kind of filled in some blanks, especially for me. And I know for some of the viewers out there too, he probably filled in some blanks that we had of people that don't really follow. Cause I heard their music and like I'm
Right,
singing the song, but I don't know what the fuck it mean because I ain't tapped into the culture down there.
right, right.
Niggas gotta go outside. I ain't know he really talk about some real shit, nigga.
Oh, some real shit.
I'm thinking niggas just
Real
because nigga all these little niggas capping they rap, man. You know what I'm saying on some real shit. Like all these little niggas capping the rap, but sometimes it's like we see, like
Hey,
we finding out a lot of time. Some right,
these new
they
little
ain't
niggas doing it for real.
right. A lot of times they ain't,
All right, we're
or
gonna
if
switch.
they ain't doing it, they gonna do it.
We're gonna switch the subject up so Jazz can get a word in and shit. She don't know what to say when it comes to this shit right here.
To the
So this episode is called "Never Should Have Paid It" because I seen a situation where Marvin Sapp basically stuck the congregation up, man, and said, "Doors, man, I need 40,000." He told the choir, man, it costs to be up here. He told the people it costs to
that,
be.
that
No,
20 ball ain't for y'all.
not the choir. He ain't told the choir that. He told the
Yes, he did.
DJ.
That
Yes,
20
he
ball
did.
ain't for y'all. He said, anybody on this stage, anybody up here with me. That's what I heard him
He
say.
said anybody up here, everybody up here,
That,
basically. I know
that
y'all
20
already
ain't for
gave.
you.
I know y'all already gave, but I'm gonna need y'all to give again.
It
That's
costs to
it.
be up
Basically,
here,
That
goddamn.
20 ain't for you,
It costs
man.
to be up here.
Oh, shit.
man, it costs to be up here. It costs to be in here. Close the door.
Boy.
What y'all think, man?
Nah, that
HB,
ain't.
go
That
ahead.
was
What you
the
say?
That was the most ignorant thing ever.
Yes,
Okay.
that's how I feel.
Now, okay, and um, yeah, I don't know my history, but my great grandmother, my grandma, and my aunt, they are all mothers, elders, pastors. You know what I'm saying? Like we went to church at my grandma's church. Do you understand what I'm saying?
So you know.
Honey, I ain't never heard of no pastor talking about how much you had to give. And then when like and I seen the thing with Ricky Smiley where he say we only close the doors at certain time. Yes, we do. We not telling you to close the doors during the offering though. I ain't never heard the doors being closed during the offering. During the preacher praying and we praying individually.
No,
Other than that, why are we
he made it
closing the
clear.
door?
He made it clear. Can't nobody else get in here unless you paying.
But that's ignorant though.
And you can't leave. That was a spiritual stick up.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. 'Cause, bro, what?
That nigga said,
And
suck
then
a
you
door,
want
bro.
to tell me you told me I gotta get $20. What if I don't have $20, my nigga? Like,
Listen. Wayne and them been telling you for the longest. Remember? On Don't Be a Menace? Bring it around here. Get on in, nigga. You stuck them niggas up in the church. Nigga Wayne's been telling y'all niggas for years. I'm telling y'all, man, hey, when you put the goggles on, you can't take them off, man. He just slipped up and made the shit super blatant. You're not supposed to do that at church. Like, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with Marvin. What the fuck is wrong with you?
okay,
He
but
told
now I'm
the
gonna
niggas
take
to
it a step
close the
further though.
doors.
I'm gonna take it a step further though, because it was Ricky Smiley. No, or was it? I don't know if it was Ricky Smiley or not, but somebody was like, the pastor didn't never have just one job. I never knew my pastor to have just one job. Like whether it was my grandma, my aunt, or a pastor that we dealt with that was the family pastor. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Pastoring wasn't just your job.
And there was probably some real niggas that you know back then.
And
There
they
was some
really
real
was.
pastors.
Like,
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna lie. You see him at the liquor store and everything. Like, Pastor, what you
Yeah.
doing out here? He make up some excuse.
Right.
But we kids, so we believe it. You know what I mean? But like, he wasn't doing that though.
Facts. Like it's a new day and age.
Facts.
Nigga, pass the plate on round. Nigga,
I
never that part, boy. Oh, that movie.
Hold on though. Did they have like card readers in the baskets? Did he say like tap your phone?
He did say something about people paying digital.
No, he said if you didn't have, he said if you was doing it by like your card or whatever, he wanted you to just tap your phone on the basket. He still wanted everybody to walk up front. He wanted to see 1,000 people walk up front and basically put money in the basket.
So he had an online thing too, because he does people in the congregation, in the sanctuary, and people watching on TV too. And he has online. So he was saying if you didn't have it in your pocket to drop in the thing and you gave online to come and tap your phone on the bucket. Because you gave online.
Also, the people that was in the people that was there too, if they didn't have it, he wanted them to just walk up and do it
as a symbol.
If they didn't have it. Oh, he said that too. Okay.
He said that too.
Even if you pay digital, I'm gonna see you walk up here and just do this.
Yeah, he wanted to see 1,000 people walk up and touch the tithing, touch the offering plate, basically.
To raise for, but he never. You know what the funny thing? He never said what the 40,000 was for. I didn't see a video where he did.
No, he didn't.
Did he ever say it before? Have y'all seen it?
Seen it.
Was it to build a new building? Was it to give to the homeless kids?
Because you know it's always the building fund. It's always the building fund.
Ain't it the building fund? The same one that's been there since 1956.
He ain't say it was the building fund. He ain't say it was the building fund. He
He didn't
ain't
even
say
say
nothing.
that. He didn't even give
He
us
They
ain't
that,
say
huh?
probably
nothing. He just said
they
he wanted
probably
forty
cut it,
thousand.
or they probably cut it or didn't show what he said it was for. But I'd like to hear what he said this money, because I know he just wasn't asking for 40,000 and
Right.
not saying what it was for.
I
Facts.
ain't even gonna
Because
lie.
let's
In
be
a way,
honest, the
I
internet will
feel
play you on some shit and just give you tidbits, and he won't say. Because that's why I say it. It has to be a longer version that lets people know what it was for. Because I know how the internet is gonna do. They're gonna cut off the most ignorant part and make it seem like whatever they want it to seem like. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
and that's why I
Oh,
say that what we say, unbiased. I get it, it's funny, but I've been telling motherfuckers for years that the church is a motherfucking robbery, is a stick up joint. It's
oh yeah.
y'all don't want to hear what I think about that shit. So anyway,
What you
nah.
okay, that's a whole nother
It's
topic.
yeah, that's a whole nother topic, boy. I'm gonna just put it like this: if you know, let me just categorize it like this: your enemies will never give you something to better yourself. I'm gonna just put it to you like that. Your
do?
enemy will never give you nothing to better yourself.
Right.
And that religion was gave to us by people that hate us. That's not our religion.
Facts.
So that's how I'm gonna keep it. Next subject.
Yep. That's good. All right, man. PG.
What's up?
It was something that you wanted to talk about. It was oh, the white couple that
Oh,
adopted the black kids, keeping them as slaves and shit.
nigga.
Yeah, let's talk about it. HB, you heard about it?
Let me see. I might got something. Hold on, man. Let me
HB,
see.
you heard the story?
Yeah, have
Nah.
you heard that story? Oh Lord. Okay, I'm glad you ain't heard that story. Let's go.
Well,
Give me
then we gonna
one
let
second.
we
Give
got
me
you.
1 second, cause
But while my guy PG getting that together, basically, it was a white couple. They adopted 5 black kids, and they basically used these kids as slaves. They was on some old racist. They basically adopted slaves, man. They adopted these kids just to be slaves. It was nothing loving about
Yeah.
it.
And
And,
I heard a little bit about
and every time somebody caught on to the situation, they would just up and move. So it was hard for CSB, CPS, whatever they call it in that area, to break it up or whatever.
so facts. It was so nuts, dog.
I'm just trying to stall for time, PG. Whenever you
No,
ready,
we good.
like,
We good. We ready. You should see it here in a
okay,
second.
okay,
You should
got
see
you,
it right now.
got you. Let's get it.
Like the one we're bringing you tonight. We begin with a case out of West Virginia. Gene Whitefeather and Donald Lance, a white couple, are accused of treating their 5 adopted children like slaves. We know for sure 3 are black, according to the indictment. Prosecutors say the children were also targeted and adopted because of their race. The pair was arrested last fall. This
This is
was
one of the
after a
rooms they kept
wellness
them
check
in.
turned into a reveal about the living conditions of the children. 2 of the children, 14 and 16 years old, were found living in a barn outside. Neighbors tipped law enforcement off.
Wait a minute. I want to pause this because I want to go back to this picture right here. Do y'all know to stay away from them stars? I don't know if y'all know that, right?
Tell us about
When
it.
y'all see them stars on houses and shit, stay away from that shit. Okay, those
What
are
story, big bro?
those are symbols. America has a lot of hidden symbols, and white America has a lot of them.
Back.
Okay, that star is a hidden symbol. Y'all need to stay away from that. Don't never go there. If you ever see somebody with that, y'all need help. I'm just saying, for any fucking reason that y'all need help, anything like that, stay away from that fucking star. Period. You see it on houses, you know what kind of people them is. Period. That's just a side note.
16 years old were found living in a barn outside. Neighbors tipped law enforcement off. Deputies discovered there were limited resources in that barn. The teens only had a small porta potty. no running water, or a mattress. According to neighbors, the children were not allowed inside of the home, the main house, and had to do farm labor outside instead. Whitefeather denies the allegations and says the barn was simply a teenage clubhouse. Both Whitefeather and Lance are now behind bars as they wait for a trial to begin September 9th. Joining us to talk about it here on The Factor Uncensored, we have with us parent David Settles.
We ain't got to see them, but so an update.
Yeah, they got.
For
tell us how much time they got.
They got over 400 years apiece.
Facts.
Well, yeah, the lady ended up getting over 100 something, and lady got over 200 something years, and the dude got like 160 something years in jail. And quoted by the judge. When she delivered the sentence, she basically said, "May God have mercy on your soul, because this court will not."
Because this court will not. I thought that was. I said bar.
I said that's gangster, boy. When she said that, I said I'm fucking with you, because and she was a white lady too. So you know what I'm saying, like so. But they literally had these kids in the base, like in the little house. You heard what dude said. They had these kids in the house. They had them fucking like peeing in a fucking bucket. They had the boy and the girl sharing the bucket. The fucking pee in. Yeah, couldn't wash up. Nowhere to wash. They was fucking funky. No shoes. Had to go do fucking labor. Like, I think these people got everything they deserve. Like, and the one thing that I did wish the judge would have did is that one of the girls in the courtroom asked, could they stand in the courtroom with their hands on their head like they used to make them do for hours on end so they could see how it felt. And the judge kind of denied it. She said she couldn't do it because that was cruel and unusual punishment. You know, it follows on the statute of law. And then when the judge couldn't do that to him, which I wish the judge would have. I wish it would have been one of them internet judges that we didn't give a fuck and would have been like, you know what? Get in the corner and do that fucking shit. An hour ain't gonna hurt you. Cruel and unusual, cruel and unusual, my motherfucking ass. You did this shit to these kids for hours and days on end. Get your ass in that goddamn corner. Just cool and unusual your bitch ass real quick, because you get ready to go through some real.
I don't think they got enough for what they deserve. For real.
I mean, they lucky they ain't get the death penalty for real.
So the only reason, because wasn't no lives lost. But I get it.
So that's the only reason they still living. But at the same time, that sentence was more than enough for me. Like, just because of the fact they didn't get, like, it was either in jail for life with no parole, no chance to get out whatsoever, or death. But they didn't hurt nobody, they didn't kill nobody. But at the same time, like, you fucked up these kids' mentality.
And they finna go through so much trauma.
Y'all mess with these kids' mentality. They going through trauma. They don't know what's right from wrong because they done dealt with y'all they whole life. Like,
them poor kids will never be the same, y'all.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, they ain't gonna never be the same because they think they supposed to get beat and yelled at and tamed, and like, that's ignorant.
Certain little small things is gonna trigger them that they don't even understand yet. That they haven't even came of face.
Understand for real.
Yeah. And I mean, like, simple shit like the smell of wood. Like, you know, the smell of that wood shelter they was in. When they walk in a Home Depot, that shit gonna bother them probably. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
The smell of the detergent, the cheap ass detergent they use washing their clothes. You know what I'm saying?
If they let them wash their clothes, I don't think they let them wash their clothes, Jazzy. I don't think they let them wash up, Jazzy. That was nasty.
They had to hang them clothes up on the line though, so you know what that.
Oh, you were they was doing their laundry. You right.
What I mean?
You right. They was doing their laundry.
Let me say this: the one good thing, I mean, the one good thing about it is they're all real siblings, so they got each other to,
lean on.
Yeah, and deal with. They got somebody else that can sympathize, a sibling that can sympathize and know what the other one went through. But yeah, them kids they in bad shape. They're gonna be in bad shape. They're gonna be
But
they
at the same
traumatized.
time, though, even
Traumatized.
though they got that, though, it's different age groups of the kids. You know what I'm saying? So the kids
Oh,
gonna look at it from like they taking it from their own perspective. Like if you real young, you're not gonna think it was really too much bad. You know what I'm saying?
because you
I
don't
Until
do.
know
you
no
grow
I do
up.
better.
not. I do
Yeah,
not.
because you
Yeah,
don't
because
know
you
no
don't know
better.
no better.
Hmm.
But at the
Listen,
same
I disagree.
time, no, I'm not saying that you're not, but I'm saying like I don't think it's gonna be seen on the same level as the older kids though. You know what I'm
So
saying? They're gonna have their own different traumas, but it's not gonna be the same with the younger kids and the older kids because the older kids done seen way more.
mhm.
They more into it. They
because they were
more
because they were foster kids.
yeah, and
So
they more into the system and they done seen some crap. You know what I mean?
they've been
The
somewhere where
little
they
ones,
weren't fucking slaves. That and I get what you're saying,
yeah,
Jazzy. But the little ones don't really know because they adopted some that were little
yeah. The
that
little
don't
ones
even
don't really
know.
know. Like you just think this supposed to be your life, or
These
maybe
if I'm not mistaken, the kids was real life siblings
Yeah, they
in the
are.
in the same
Two of
family.
them, two of them, brother and sister. I think it's like two sets of brothers and sisters. Like
Okay.
it's some shit like that. But they definitely siblings. You 100%. I just like I get like, and that's what's so crazy because the system try to keep the kids together, but then they send them to the worst place ever.
and it be like that, and
They can
that's
get rid of
crazy.
them. They just kick them out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it, man. Like
Because they be like, once you get to a certain age, everybody just figure like kids. You don't want kids that once they get to this age.
and I love kids so much, man. Like I see myself fostering, and I see me and wifey fostering in the future because we talked about it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of kids, like
Yeah.
kids, it's a lot of kids out here that need it. Like, but I would like to do more than just fostering. Like, really have an actual place. Like, just let them niggas live. Like, fuck a foster. You ain't gotta go nowhere else. Live here till you 18. We're gonna put you through school.
Like do
We'll
like
give
a
you
halfway
yeah,
house, like
yeah,
not
not
a halfway house, but
all the way house, full way
yeah,
house. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, but
yeah.
for real, like we need shit like that. Like, if my brain be working like that, like to like think, like you know what I mean? Like, I just know that having money is different. It's a different thing. It's a difference in just having it and just giving it away, donating, and like is it. But having it and knowing what to do with it and having a focus to where you can actually, you know what I'm saying, you know, help some shit. Like it's weird and it's funny. It's funny because I often think that I can't be the only person in the world that think like that. It's got to be somebody with money who has tried or who can try or who have tried, but because of how this country is and shit, they've been denied. Like I feel like that it's been a hurdle for them because in some kind of way, I feel that the government feels that we need homelessness.
But
Or they
it's crazy
you see what
because
I'm you see what I'm saying?
let me tell you this. I'm gonna tell you a story, but I'm not gonna put it all out there. But um, was trying to adopt a kid, not me personally, but trying to adopt a kid at one point in time. Stopped
Right.
everything. The drinking, the smoking, cleaned the house up, made sure everything was legit. So when y'all came, I had no problems. I can adopt my kid, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And y'all still found reasons for me not to adopt the kid. And then
Mhm.
y'all sent the kid to people he wound up running away from. Do you see what I'm saying? Like stuff like that is crazy for me.
And that's what I'm saying. Like I really think it'd be a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like I really think it'd be shit that hurdles that these people be coming up on, like coming up against that's stopping them from doing it. It's gotta be somebody that tried to have some kind of solution to harm. Look, it's a simple solution to homelessness. In every city, get the largest, biggest fucking abandoned building that you got. Throw money in that bitch. Turn that bitch into a shelter. Make them motherfuckers go in there and work. Everybody got a special skill. They can do something. They're going to be able to
I
do
know
something.
that's right.
You
I
know what I'm
know that's
saying? They're going to be able to do something. Make them motherfuckers go in there, clean that bitch up, help that. Like, it's solutions to all this shit. Like, I cannot be the only person that has thought of these ways and these avenues to make this shit work. For one, you get the labor from them. They get to work for their own shit, putting their own shit together. Years to come, the shit just does nothing but grow if you always got people in there working and doing shit around there. If you think about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's simple. But nobody with the money will take the money and like, let me just buy this big ass bill. For instance, LBC Jazz, I know y'all know these all the buildings that's downtown. Like a lot of the buildings on the outskirts of downtown, like Miller Street, shit like that. Like the old Firestone, the old Goodyear, Cyberlink School. Like, look at shit like that. Look at Rankin, what they just did with Rankin. Somebody bought that shit. Now they tearing the bitch down. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, your shit on mute, LBC.
Yeah. My bad. Yeah, it's wild, man. Because yeah, it's a lot of buildings. It's a lot of buildings, and they just letting them. They just, I don't know, man. I don't know what the plan is.
You know what it is. Fighting their pockets.
I don't know, man. Then I don't know about no other cities, but just speaking about ours, we got that tent city and shit. We ain't really got that no more. They really got rid of that.
Where was that at? I wasn't here.
What, man?
I wasn't here.
I don't know exactly where it was at, but I heard of it. I heard people talking about it, and it was a little part, man, where people was living in tents, bro, a whole little area. But the people was complaining about the shit too, so they got rid of it. I want to say it was on East Market somewhere.
Yeah,
HB,
they had it on
it
East
was over there by
Market.
you, wasn't it? Over there by the by your job, right?
Yeah, it was by the womb. They
Right.
they always change spots. They find new spots and go. But
Oh,
the police, when they find out where they at, they kick them and make them leave the spot. And
they
then
go
so they
break it
just
up.
be all over and shit. Yep, we call it Tent City.
I wish
They
I had
be
some land. I tell them niggas
they
they
be
come
out
stay
there
over
though.
here.
They be out there like Skid Row. Y'all ever seen
Yep.
Skid Row?
Oh yeah, I'm
I never
familiar.
seen it, but I
It'd
heard
be
of
like
it.
100%. Nigga,
it'd
I
be like a
walked it.
mini little Akron type Skid Row.
I walked it. That's why I said I know, like, bro, y'all just don't understand, man. Look, so without going all the way into it, man, like when I first went to California, I drove in my truck. I slept in my truck, and I slept in the homeless shelter before. You know what I'm saying? When I first went to California, when I first went out there, like getting my feet on the ground before I got my shit, start working all that shit. Like I got a long backstory on that shit, but for real, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to my nigga Chop, man. That nigga Chop, no, he my brother forever, man. That nigga he used to let me park my truck in the garage. I used to work. I used to have a job, but didn't have no crib because I just moved out there. You know what I'm saying? He used to let me park in his garage, sleep in my truck. When that nigga wife would go to work, he would let me come in the house, do my shit, wash up, do what I got, do I take my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, nigga, that's a real nigga, dog. That's why I say
Real
that's my
nigga
brother. That's
activities.
my brother for life, bro. That's a real nigga, bro. Like for real. You know what I'm saying? And I never would. So that's why I say it gotta be somebody with other, like I've been there. So that's why I say when I have things in my mind, you know what I'm saying, that like ideas that like people could do, and it's simple.
Right.
Like everybody, these people look at homeless people like they just bums and they don't want to do shit. You'd be surprised if you talk to some of these people who really homeless and really got something like to contribute. You'll see that they'll have a skill. You'll see that them motherfuckers once was something or somebody. Like everybody just didn't want to fail in life. Like shit happens.
Bro, almost everybody about a bad month away from being homeless, man. You miss a month of work. A month.
Facts. And they ain't got the bread stacked up to support it.
Facts. It's gonna be tough.
hella tough, and like don't own your own property type shit. got a landlord type shit. They have to
Right.
get them niggas to give you the fucking boot.
And I ain't gonna get too drastic and say like one paycheck away, because most likely we ain't a paycheck away. You feel me? Maybe not
Right.
even two. But man, let something happen though. Let something unexpected happen, man.
And honestly, and not to even go off subject, but that's the small thing about just even owning property or buying a house. Because if you late on your mortgage, nigga, it's gonna take at least a year and a half for them niggas to kick you out your shit. You got time to get your motherfucking shit together and get that bread up and pay them niggas. All they want is your bread. They don't want to kick you out if you got a mortgage. People don't understand. But when you got a landlord, nigga, if you don't pay that month, nigga, they ready to get you out and get the next paying motherfucker in. Period. They don't give a fuck about your ass. They don't fuck about your ass. So that's just and I'm just saying, if people fall on hard times, like it's different things about going to the next levels with certain things, like we're having different goals and setting yourself up and your family up for different type of things. And I think that's what we kind of all need to learn about those things as a people and as one. You know what I'm saying? Especially everybody that we care about. We want us and our families and our generation to have something. You know what I'm saying? And to be set up, because if we're not careful, everything will get taken from us. And we all know, we've all had parents and grandparents and stuff that died, and then nobody get shit. They was renting. All they would you shove that shit in a U-Haul or a motherfucking storage facility and had to get rid of it or sell it off to pay for the funeral. You know what I'm saying? Instead of setting up the right way where everything is in a trust, where if they do have property, nobody can touch it. It goes to the next person that is supposed to go. Just a family trust. So just because they pass on, nothing happens with the property.
Right.
If Auntie say you move in, you move in. I mean, Auntie say she moving in, she moving in. Auntie say we renting it out, we renting it out. We gonna split the bread. That's just some things that we all as a culture, I think we need to get used to doing. Just small things. We be surprised at small things. You know what I mean? It been situations where us as black people and some of our ancestors, like family members, have owned property and was so stingy they didn't leave the shit to nobody, so it went to probate. Didn't have no trust set up, so you just spent your whole life savings and worked all your life for none of your family to get anything, or for none of your family to, you know what I mean, to be set up for any, like nothing to succeed, or for us to push each other forward. Because if you think about it, a child comes in and they got things set up and don't have to worry about where they stay and what they focus on. Shit, getting that bread. They focus on doing what they want to do, following their dreams. Why? They ain't got to worry about where to stay.
Right.
That's a big like thing. And any grown-ups motherfucking shit is your housing, your property.
Absolutely.
So we just need to tighten up, y'all. That's all I'm saying. Tighten up, y'all.
That's facts. Now, HB, you had one to talk about the young Scooter situation, right? The guy that got killed on his birthday, jumping the fence or whatever.
Yeah.
Tell us
Did
about
y'all
it.
watch the
Yes.
video? Y'all watch the news?
I didn't see the video. They got footage?
I got it in
I meant the video of the news.
I got it in the group chat.
Let me
PG.
see.
That shit not making
Let me see
no
if I can get it up.
sense.
I told y'all.
all.
I agree with you. It made no sense at all.
Talk
But
about
It's a
it.
lot of missing information.
Whatsoever. Go ahead and speak about it, because I agree with you.
Tell us what you know, HB. What made you want to talk about it? First of all, because the fact that it sound weird to you.
Yeah. So they saying he jumped 2 fence and got injured in his leg, and now he dead.
Yeah.
Right.
They saying they can confirm that they didn't shoot him. They didn't
Right.
say he was shot, but all they saying is he jumped over 2 fences, and when they got him, his leg was injured and he died. That don't make sense. Then they saying 2 guys. They saying they got a call. 911 call. Somebody was shooting. Something about a lady was shut up in the house. They said they never found the lady in the house. They came to the door.
It was a
Somebody opened the
disturbance.
door and shut the door. Then two people ran out the back door. Then one ran back in. And so Scooter was the one that kept going and jumped over the fences. And all they really saying is, by the time they caught him, his leg was injured, and now he dead.
Yeah.
Okay, give me 5 seconds, baby. It just don't make sense. It's a lot of
All right,
going
so
on.
I'm trying to find this exact one that you put in here.
I just did a different one.
Okay, which one was it?
Right.
E News.
It's like that.
The last thing in the group chat.
Right, so
Well, I gotta well, I'm having to use a different my Mozilla has been cutting up lately, so I'm gonna have to use a different thing.
My fault. Mine ain't even letting me do it.
You good? I can still share.
I just paid for the I probably gotta come out and do it, restart it.
Yeah, you gonna I was about to say you ain't gonna be able to do that on this one, so now you gotta do it on the next one.
On the next
I'll put it up there, yeah. I'll put it up there.
All right, HB, here we go. This story.
Right, it's probably not this. It's just a generalization. I don't think it's the whole one.
Right at the age of 39. On March 28th, multiple outlets report that the Atlanta rapper, whose real name is Kenneth Edward Bailey, has passed away on the same day as his 39th birthday, citing the Fulton County Medical Examiner's Office. In a press conference on the day of his death, the Atlanta Police Department shed a light on the incident.
Lieutenant Andrew Smith, Atlanta Homicide Commander. We're here to discuss two events this evening. The first being from the 200 block of William Nye Drive. In Zone 3, officers responded to a dispute with a weapon. It was advised in the call remarks that shots were fired and a female was dragged back into the location. Once officers arrived, they knocked on the door. A male opened the door and immediately shut the door on the officers. The officers then established a perimeter. During the process of establishing the perimeter, two males fled out of the rear of the house. One male returned back into the house. The other male jumped two fences as he was fleeing. When officers located him on the other side of the fence, he appeared to have suffered an injury to his leg. Officers rendered aid, and he was transported to Grady Hospital, where he was pronounced deceased. That male is going to be a 39-year-old male out of Atlanta. Just to be very clear, the injury that was sustained was via the officers on scene. It was when the male was fleeing.
There are no further details on the cause of young Scooter's death. E! News has reached out to the Atlanta Police Department as well as the rapper's rep for comment, but has not yet heard back.
I don't believe that shit, Joe.
Definitely suspicious. Definitely suspicious.
I don't believe that. You know what? The main reason why I don't believe it?
Why?
Because you don't have to say, I just want to make it clear it was from the him fleeing and not from the officers. The injuries sustained was from him fleeing and not the officers.
And then I actually seen something where the police actually said that it wasn't a gunshot wound to his leg, which wasn't the reason that he was basically he had passed away. So that's crazy.
I get it, but at the same time,
if y'all got called to the scene for a shooting and a domestic violence, somebody got shot, obviously, or some hoes somewhere, right?
Some probably discharged accidentally in the house. They probably was fucking around because it said it was two males there, so it was an altercation. We gotta see all that happen.
I don't even think that's the truth. I ain't even gonna lie.
What? That it was two males there?
Yeah, because where's the female that got dragged into the house? They ain't say nothing about her.
No, they didn't. Not after. Not
Yeah.
past
So
her being
what
dragged in
happened
the
to the
house.
female that got dragged into the house? What happened to that?
Mhm. But my thing is, he could have cut his leg. My thing where I think everything probably went wrong is he could have cut his leg on the fence. But they probably stood there and bullshitted for so fucking long
Okay, but how
that that's
bad?
what
Okay,
caused him to
real,
die.
how
Because if he would
bad
have got,
on a fence? Like,
Right.
okay,
it was
I'm
a
from New
bar. It
York.
was a
I
barbed
jump
wire fence.
fences a lot.
I heard it was a barbed wire fence.
Okay, I'm from New York. I jump fences a lot, baby. I'm a tomboy. Like literally.
Even barbed
I
wire
ain't never
fences.
got cut. I ain't never got cut to the point that I felt like I was dying or I was bleeding that much.
And you was running from the police.
I ain't running from nobody, boy. Bye.
Okay,
I'm a
so
good girl.
a different
I
kinds of
just jump
emotions
fences.
and
Like, no,
reactions
I
come
be
in when
jumping
you
fences.
running
But
from the police.
okay, but that's
It's a
still
whole different situation, a whole
I
different type
still
of
don't
adrenaline.
understand how you can cut yourself that bad on your leg, jumping the fence to the point that you die in the hospital. Like
well,
I don't get it. I
a
don't
barbed
see it.
wire fence is a razor fence. A
Oh, I know
razor,
that.
there's arteries in your leg and
I
arms
understand
and
that.
extremities
But you
that
gotta
you
like
cut.
you really gotta be bad. Like,
I know,
come
but
on
this
now.
is what I'm saying though, Jazzy. When you get cut by these things, you need immediate medical attention. You can't
That's like a freak
bullshit.
ass
You can't
accident, though.
you
That's
can't
like Final
stand there and like
Destination type
wait
shit.
and watch a nigga die bleeding. You see what I'm
That's
saying?
Final
I
Destination.
believe that's what the police did was sit there and watch that man die instead of rendering aid because they knew that they didn't shoot him. They knew that his injuries came from him jumping, and there was no way that it probably could come back on them. So it was like, basically, and I hate to use this term, but I feel like they felt free kill.
See,
And that's probably what I ain't even gonna lie, that's probably what it was. So they ain't give a fuck.
And
see,
that pisses me the
But
fuck off.
still, at the same time, for you to blame it on that, like that's dumb, though, bro.
I
see.
guess.
Like so the way I was thinking, if they had surrounded our house or whatnot, two guys ran off. The police run off right after him. So was it like a foot chase? Then he hit one fence, they hit one fence. He get how far behind was they, or did he break and get away and they end up finding him laying there, or what happened in between the time that he things?
But I swear, didn't they say
That's
they was
another
gonna
point.
release the body cam?
They didn't say
Body
nothing like I
cam.
didn't hear nothing. Did they say that?
But they gotta
No,
have
I'm
it on.
saying
But
on
if
something
it's
that I watched. I
if
swear
they
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 doing
said.
got,
some
Well,
crazy
they gotta.
stuff,
You're right though, Jazzy.
they
They gotta
gotta
have
have,
some kind of
they
footage.
gotta have footage.
Yeah, cause
but I
like
think
what?
it's a certain amount of time they gotta wait till they can come
Like
out
60 seconds or
and they
something.
be till they can be public. But
Oh, I see what you're saying. So they can release it.
yeah,
Probably
they
like
got
after
a
the
certain amount
investigation
of
a little bit.
times. Yeah,
And
so
that's bullshit. I
But
hate the
it
still,
could be
fucking
that's
police.
crazy.
altered.
Yeah,
It could
cause
You
be
what?
feel me,
changed,
dog? I
You
fucking
can
hate the
fix that.
police, nigga.
You can fix that. Like, please stop playing with me, bro. Like, no, that's crazy.
Just like man, just like it's another topic of a young guy who got killed in Texas. So that's what and I don't even want to move off of this one like that, but there's another situation because we on the same topic.
Go ahead.
Honestly, there's another situation in Texas where a trucker got killed by the police, and his family still hasn't. They refuse to let them see the footage. We gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about. I got to get more info,
Now,
and
but
I'm
that's
and,
really what they do,
and
though.
thank you. That's what they're doing. That's
That's
why
what they do, though.
at the top of the year on Real Game No Gimmick Pocket, what I come out tell y'all, be careful
You
and
said
do
it's
not.
gonna be some bullshit. You said it was
Thank
coming. You
Thank
said it
you.
was
Be
coming.
careful. Do not let these people bait you into things. Be careful. Watch your temper. You know what I'm saying? These are traps. Be careful. Be careful of a lot of this shit that's going on out here. Let this shit roll off your motherfucking back like water off a duck's back, because a lot of these things are traps, and you are not ready for them. You coming at this shit with anger, and you'll come at this shit with aggression, and you straight mental shit. Traps, man. Why you running from the police at 40 years old?
Man.
Nick, it's his birthday today. It's literally this nigga's birthday, man. Like, rest in peace and happy birthday all at the same fucking time. Like, I hate that this shit happened to him because, like I said, I believe that they let this nigga die. But at the same time, why are you running from the police at 40 years old? What can't you explain?
Facts.
When they come to the door that you, oh man, hey, everything cool, officer. I dropped the gun. It was a misfire. Whatever. Whoop whoop whoop. I take my. You got better position in life than a lot of these people that you hanging around at this point. You know what I'm saying? So why are you doing the same type of shit that they will be involved in? Number one.
Don't make no sense.
Don't make no sense. Two, why are you not using in your common sense and your cognitive reasoning and saying, hey, run and get in trouble to make it worse, or just face whatever the fuck they gonna do and just pay this shit and get the fuck up out of this shit, whatever. Because you know what the legal system is all about. You got the bread, you a rapper, you got a deal. You got rapper money, you smoking Big Zod, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Y'all out here buying Gucci belts and shit. Don't tell me you ain't got no money for no good lawyers. You out here with all these chains on and shit, nigga. Don't tell me you ain't got your legal shit, your legal representation tightened up.
Right.
But ain't that what that one little boy just did?
Who that? Yellow?
The little rapper dude y'all was talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Got all that money, got all that jewelry on, but he couldn't pay that $2 million bond though.
Wait, he did. He out. Yellow Bean, he out.
Pause.
No, he ain't paid $2 million to get out though.
Oh no, but he dropped it. But that's not the name of the game. The name of the game when you in trouble is bonds.
No,
like it's never going to be 2 million. It's always going to be 10%. It's never going to be 2
It's
million.
always 10%. I understand that. I understand that though, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the fact that, like what you just said, you got all that money and da 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 da.
You ain't got your legal shit. Yeah, ain't got your legal shit straight. Yeah.
Pause.
And he ain't got his legal shit straight.
Let me say something real quick.
Is it? Hold on. Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
Right off of that. Is it always 10%? Because the way they were saying, I had watched the court hearing.
Always
10%.
Like
they were saying it was 2 million. And then they said how much money he had in his bank account. And it was like 800,000 or something, like 500 something thousand in his checking, 300 something thousand in his savings. And they were saying he did not have 2 million. But if it was that 200,000?
Well, 10% would be 200,000 for a bail bond,
right? So he would have had that if it was 10%. So she said by the lack of evidence, because they was trying to get it to 200,000.
And this is Yellow Beezy.
200,000.
This Yellow Beezy we talking about.
750,000.
Yeah, that's who we talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
That's Yellow Beezy. Right.
Yeah, Beezy.
That's crazy.
So
I was just asking.
No, it's but like LBC is always 10%. The bond is always 10%. It's never it's never the full. It's never the actual, like, that's why it's called a bond. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why you bond out. You know what I'm saying?
So it is 75K then? Is it 10% of the 750,000?
Yes.
That they saying it is now?
Whatever the original bond was set at. If it's 2 million, it's 200,000.
It got lowered to 750K, so that means he paid 75,000 to get out.
75,000 to get out, right? And that's nothing for him. He got the bread.
But like I said, his
also that
wasn't in order though at first though.
You know, we don't know that.
What?
We don't know that. We don't know that his money went right. We just know he ain't paid.
Well,
that's a strategy. Sometimes you sitting there to get that bond lowered sit there for 6 days, get that bond lowered.
Yeah, to get it lowered.
to go for 2
But
million
just
and
like
750,000.
HB said though,
Well,
HB said they look at
LBC,
his account.
tell him, LBC. That's how you gotta play the
No, but
game.
like HB said they look at his accounts. That's why I'm saying that.
Well,
Listen,
Yeah, they look at
that
his.
listen,
Hey,
listen,
hey,
listen,
look,
listen,
this prosecutor was on their
listen.
neck. He was trying to get them to not lower that bond. He like
Facts.
he you seen that? It's like he got it. He got the money.
But see,
L,
also they want to see when it's what I hear when it's a bond like that big, they want to see like property. They want if you put your house up. They want to make sure that it's something that's going, you feel me,
well,
hurt you. If you
Okay, I
hold
feel
on.
you.
Well, hold
I
on.
feel that.
Let me put this shit into perspective real quick. So with somebody like that, nah, they ain't looking for that. They looking like HB said. They looking for the cash because he's got liquidity. You know what I'm saying? His house is way too much more than his bond. Then they got $1 million+ house. They ain't no way that nobody that it don't work like that. They looking for when they come for niggas like that. For us, motherfuckers who got maybe $100,000, $200,000, $80,000 house, yeah, they want that. For that shit, they want when you got $1 million houses, they know you got liquidity, so they know they want cash, they want bread, they want payment in debt, they want payment off top. They know people like us without that's underneath that certain threshold don't have the money to just give out the bread like that. So that's why when motherfuckers that got bread like that's why they looking in his account. That's why, like HB said, like the nigga said in court, oh yeah, he got it. So when they meant he got it, that wasn't necessary. That was he was trying to get him to pay that 200,000 because that bond was 2 million. He was basically getting him to pay that 200,000. You know what I'm saying? Because who knows where that's getting ready to get split up? Because that part I don't know. Once that money get paid to them, who splits what up? Who the fuck knows? That's where the system get real shady. But it's easy to see, especially once you've been through the system, that how that bond and all that money, how that shit works and how that exchanges hands and where that shit goes. You know what I'm saying? Because when you pay your